Alright, once again, this is just going to be a little bit of filler as we do have the graphic glitch going down from XSplit, so very annoying, but I will just simply edit it out once I upload the videos to YouTube. So I will be starting here in a couple of seconds. Well, welcome everybody. My name is Mr. Llama, and today I am bringing you a game between AsGCHoBo, the blue Terran, spawning down in the bottom right corner, and in the bottom left corner we have the red Zerg Happiness. He is a South Korean player, and he says, "You are AsGCHoBo?" as he is playing AsGCHoBo, so, or AsGCHoBo. So AsGCHoBo going to go ahead and correct him and say, "Oh, no, I am not a hobo, I am Chobo." So it is going to be on Shakuras Plateau. We do have a ZVT, and they are spawning down here in the close by air, and they aren't really close, as this map is pretty spread out between all of its expansions, but it is a decent distance away. I suppose the cross position is a little bit further away. Though I don't know, it's pretty far, I suppose by air, yeah it is. So this will allow, of course, overlords to get in position to scout the base a little bit easier. You can send an overlord around back here and have it over here ready. You can possibly scout the expansion if you want. And Muta/Banshee play is popular on this map, as well as, look at all the airspace that you have behind here. So drops, Muta, blah blah blah, all of that, so popular. As well as a huge base, so you can pretty much drop anywhere in this base, drop over here, and it's just extremely difficult sometimes for players to cover all of their base and really see what's going on. So it looks like the Chobo, I'm sorry, that was just from Happiness's text in there, sorry about that. So it looks like Chobo is going to be dropping 2 proxy racks right over here, and Happiness going to possibly see this with his overlord. I think he's going to back it out though once he sees that command center, so he may not even scout at all, and this is usually why you want to send a drone scout in ZVT, as you want to scout for that front wall. And you want to make sure that nothing crazy tricky is going on. So he's going for the 15 hatch. He throws down an earlier pool, so he actually goes for 15-15 instead of delaying it till about that 17 point, which some players like to do. But there's not even an overlord here for Happiness, so Happiness really not protecting at all of his natural. And so it looks like he was sending a drone down there to kind of scout, but another SCV has already been pulled over here, and he will be able to possibly get a bunker down. It does not look like Happiness will scout. Actually, Happiness brings a drone down and somehow cancels the bunker in perfect play right there, but will he be able to? No. So the 2 bunkers will go down here for Chobo, so this is deadly to Happiness. He pulls all of his drones. He's going to have to try and pick these off the best that he can. He's going to be losing drones though. 2 Marines, 3 Marines now have spawned, and Chobo able to get that 2 bunker rush down off the proxy rack, so well done there by Chobo. And now this hatch is in a lot of trouble. He's not even making a queen out of it, so it looks like this is possibly going to go down. I'm not quite sure what he's going to do. Does he have speed, even research? No, there's no baneling nest or anything like that. He has just put guys back on gas. Just going to get a spine crawler right now, but Happiness is going to be a little bit behind in this game. It looks like as losing that hatch is so detrimental, as well as the contain will remain right there. And will Chobo push up into the base and continue to build bunkers is the real question. Or is he going to be happy with simply getting this and then just take an expansion of his own, or whatever he does back home? We'll have to see. So well done by Chobo. They're able to really snipe off that hatch with a little bit of cheesy play. But you know what? This is something that you got to be able to react to. It looks like Happiness moved his overlord way away, so instead of keeping that on top of the natural to really scout for anything like that, he didn't drone scout at all to check for the proxy 2 racks. So Happiness not able to really do too much right there. It looks like he's got that spine crawler down, he's got the queen down, and a few lings. But Chobo, oh, so there's all the lings over there, so he will be able to possibly get a good surround. Looks like Chobo going to try and get in here and get in a good position. This is going to be tough if he cannot get a surround here. The lings are going to try and do a decent job, but he's going to be able to pick them off, as there are a lot of Marines right there. But with the drones pulled, he should be able to deal with this fairly nicely, I would say. Yes, more lings coming over right there. The queen's going to go ahead and pick those off, so I'm not quite sure about that choice. I feel like personally I would have stayed in the bunkers and possibly just pushed up for a slower bunker rush, but he tried to get back here. He tried to get in position to get in between these minerals or something like that, possibly back up into here, so his opponent would have difficulty dealing with that. And the Ling's now going to push out past that bunker. A couple of the Lings do die, but he's going to be able to head over to his opponent's base. And what does he really have to deal with this? He just has these 4 Marines, so Happiness, if he could have snuck a few more Lings out, that could have been potentially extremely deadly, but he's going to be able to pick off a couple of Marines, and 1 Marine should be able to get into the base and basically defend this entire push. Speed is done, though. Will he be able to get it in time? No! So that could have been huge right there. Happiness could have done a lot of damage, forced SCVs to be pulled, and possibly also stopped barracks from dropping and landing in time, but no, unfortunately he was unable to do that. So now he's going to be forced to have to push back to his own base and try and take out this bunker full of Marines, but the bunker has 4 Marines in, so he's just going to barely be able to get this bunker down. And I don't even know if he's going to be able to kill off those Marines. With those Lings, they'll be close, and it looks like he will be able to get that, actually. So with that speed upgrade, that was very helpful for him, and now he's going to retake his expansion. However, his opponent has finished his command center, going to be making that an orbital already. 3 barracks down, 4 barracks down, so it looks like Chobo going to go straight up in, yep, 5 barracks. Okay, so Chobo is just going to go into some sort of all-in play. What exactly does our player see? Nothing. He sees that bunker right there. He sees that the command center is making an orbital, but he does not see the 5 racks behind and a tech lab as well. 6 racks, so Chobo extremely all in, and he's just pulling out every kind of cheese that he knows. And this tech lab right here, we'll have to see what he goes for. I would assume it would be combat shield, but it's possible he goes for the stim. Yes, he's actually taking the stim. So a long time for stim to build right there. It's 3 minutes, which is why I was kind of assuming that Chobo might be getting the combat shield, hopefully just trying to get some sort of faster push. But no, he's getting stim and going to be making some sort of huge 6 racks push. Gonna expand as well behind that, of course, as he did get that command center fast, using the mule energy, which he was able to pull up a little bit while it did sit in the base. So, oh wow, look at all of this. 3 reactors going down, another tech lab, and yet another reactor. So he is gearing up for the biggest push ever right here. There's not going to be any sort of tech behind this. No factory going down, no engineering bay, nothing like that. He's just going to have this little force right here. And I'm not sure if Happiness is going to be able to defend this. He's going to have to scout what is going on, and he's sending an Overlord right now. Is that Overlord on path? I would hope it is going to be walking into that base for the sake of Happiness being able to defend this. But another research going down, and so he's going to get the concussive shells, possibly go for combat shields as well. Though, yes, so combat shields going to be picked up right after, and now we're just going to have mass units being produced out of all of these barracks. And will there be the scout by Happiness? Will he react in time, be able to drop down a bunch of spine crawlers to deal with this? Or will he be in a lot of troubles? Here we go, the Overlord parking right outside the base. And will it move in? I am not sure. It looks like a few Lings trying to push up. They will scout all these units once again, and a lot of Marines have pushed out on the map. So what do we have in production? 20 Lings on production. A Baneling nest has gone down for Happiness. So if he can morph in a ton of Banelings and possibly get a surround on his opponent, that could be huge. He's also getting a macro hatch down, which is a smart move. He knows he cannot really take a third at this time as he is a little bit behind. But dropping that hatch in there, especially when you're going for the Ling, the Ling Bane, is exactly what you want to do, because you need larva. That's the most important thing to you right now. So it looks like this push will be timing out with the combat shields. He does have stim, so he will be getting over to his opponent's base pretty quickly. And a lot of Lings out here for Happiness, sending him out here to possibly get some sort of surround on his opponent. And the Bane's morphing in now at the front, so we'll have to see if Happiness is able to really get a good surround and pick off all these units. Look at how many units are streaming out across the map. That is so much production for Chobo right there, and this is extremely all in. And it looks like Chobo just gearing up, setting up his units outside of his opponent's base. His opponent has to know what's going on right now. A lot of Banes have been morphed, so it looks like the push going to be happening right here. Lings swarming in from behind, so this could be huge if they can get that surround on his opponent right here. And no, he's going to wait a little bit longer. before going for that big push. Another Bane tries to force it in. Here we go. Here come the Lings from the back. I'm not sure it's going to be enough, though, as the Banes were all sniped off right there. Here come a few Banes to do some big damage. Will they be able to get hits off? A decent-sized hit right there, but I'm still not sure he has enough. 4 more Banelings have been morphed into some more Lings as well, and Baneling's going to do some decent damage. Once again, another hit, but more units are streaming in for Chobo. It's going to be extremely difficult for him to deal with right here. A nice little split goes on from Chobo, and Happiness is running out of units. He's going to have to pull drones, but these units with the combat shield and the stim should be able to kite them back and forth all they want and just pick off drone after drone after drone. Queen's now being pulled down. I'm not quite sure why they weren't pulled before. And he goes ahead and uses a transfuse on that hatchery to try and save it. I'm not sure it's going to be enough, though. Lings streaming in, but they are just coming in line one at a time, which is exactly what a Terran army likes to see. And GG from Happiness with a little exclamation point, so no hurt feelings from him. And well won by Chobo. Nice bunker rush there at the start, and then a nice all-in 6 racks push that his opponent just never ever scouted. So if you look at the vision right there, just no scouting whatsoever from Happiness, and that really cost him the game at multiple occasions. So, or on multiple occasions, I should say. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed the game. I hope you did, I should say, and thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you like. I do have my casting series as well as my analytical series of Inside the Minds of Masters. Feel free to check that out. And thank you, everybody. Mr. Llama out.